A full house expected here tonight, over 70,000, and the fans still filing into Mercedes-Benz Stadium just west of downtown Atlanta. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. I've been ready since my dad used to tell me he would come into the house to get me. He ain't show. Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. What? A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice run here early on. It does take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
14. Zebra.
Now Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Bring out. Move the key. Alert. Check. Button. Hey, 0.
Now it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive.
Hey, come on.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
No, we changed it.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Sit hot! Hey! Good shot! Let's go! Sit hot!
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 7.
Hey! No, we changed it. Come on! Let's go! Come on! Be ready! Hey! Nice shot! Go!
To throw is Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
first down carry for Henry. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Our first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now first and 10.
A gain of 14. First down, Baltimore.
Again, it's Henry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
They need 2. Here's third down. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Baltimore, first down. First and goal, Baltimore.
Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Again, Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener.
The kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Nothing.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's second and 21.
Wilson wants a different look.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the 30.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Let's go, double back, right, 14. Go, 14. Bang out, bang, right.
Wilson. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
47-yard
He
line.
missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Go. Right, that's ready. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
Wilson. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
36 power. Alert.
Throwing is Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. 47 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point.
And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
14 yards.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
A gain of 14. First down.
Off the option, here's Henry.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Bijan Robinson.
65 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
For the extra
Now
point.
Folk for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13. Ravens 7.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost a potential point. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
They'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his receiver, Lane. And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
first down.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Off the option, here's Henry. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That last effort is noteworthy because he just passed Tony Dorsett on the all-time rushing list. Dorsett had 12,739.
Well, rather fitting, because Tony Dorsett, one of his nicknames, the Hawk. And this guy just flew right past him.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Hey, middle. 13. Yeah. You.
Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 10.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Here's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
No, we change it. 180! Middle.
From the gun, Jackson. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Now Jackson. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Jackson now. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Report!
Here's Jackson to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Jackson. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room.
we've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, really, I should probably start ahead, boy, because I got all the heads, boy.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, report. Report. You at X. You at X. Yeah. Go ahead.
They'll run it again with Henry. The 20. 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry. 48 yards. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. On his loop for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. To throw is Wilson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Wilson. That's brought in downfield by London. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Drake London, 63 yards. And the Falcons are back within a couple of the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
They'll let Robinson try and run. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Offense set at the line for this next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
128 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense. But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Derrick Henry. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
They're cutting the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Powering his way forward. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And this won't be enough to bring up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Henry. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They'll try to run this one in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
So a big chance goes by the wayside there. A tough break on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, as a general rule, you know you're usually not going to win games with field goals. But in this case, they had 3 points in their pocket. I get what he was trying to do. That was a big swing of momentum right there.
And they will stop him after a fair minimal pickup.
Now that is on 1-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So wise decision there defensively. They get the spot pushed back, and now it's not a 1st down. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Here's 2nd and 10.
12. Hey, up, quick. There. 18. Right.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
14, find it.
Now it's Wilson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Touch 50. Left.
Here's Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this out past the 25. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Well, Wilson going to change things up here.
Listen.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
There's Wilson to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go. Double check. Gotta go. In and out. Let's go.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Right back to Pitts again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Motion. Go, 14, 12. Got it.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 98 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's 2nd down and 3. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
3-yard line.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week one. Here's third down now. Robinson on a give right side. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Folks' kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A loss of 4 yards. It's second down.
Here's Jackson. To Henry. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
We see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Jackson. That is caught. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. A gain of 11 on
now Jackson.
first down.
And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Well, he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Falcons 31, Ravens 21.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jackson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Jackson to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. And they weren't scared to let it fly but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Now we change it.
One last shot for Jackson. He'll try to do it himself. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Well, partner, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game one of many to come sitting next to you. Really looking forward to it.
As am I. Great to be back in booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know, interesting is